we come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. It's Jay Williams.
Look at you, giving my hometown some love. Respect to the Queen City. It's going to be a big-time game tonight. Let's see who's ready to play on the floor.
You're a king in those parts. You never forget where it all began. And we're ready to start this one at midcourt. The tip is won by the Sixers.
Defense, let's go.
Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot. Because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Trying to take it all the way, but it's no good.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes,
Got a piece of it.
jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. All lined up and ready for the jump. And the two. Rudy Gobert cashes in.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Simmons lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Tobias Harris. Going to launch beyond the arc. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Embiid. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
To Rudy Gay. Joel Embiid sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
For three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
To Rudy Gay. Mitchell. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Rudy Gobert with a piece. That's going to be out of bounds. Conley. Down again. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. Beyond the arc for three. And Mike Conley at his size gets it away quickly and knocks it down from beyond the arc.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
It's Jazz ball.
I got ball. Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me.
Conley. To Rudy Gay. Screen coming. Mitchell. He made his first effort, but not that time. 4-3. He engulfed him that time. Conley into the front court. Leads one. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out. Mitchell with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
Drive here, but the shot stays out.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Conley. And that one is out. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Here's a chance from long range. Buries it.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Utah with the possession. A shot no good on the drive by Conley. In the front court comes Simmons. It's 12-10. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Here comes the screen. To Conley. Not that time. To Simmons. Donovan knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one, counted. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Rudy Gay to Whiteside. Baseline drive. Rudy Gay. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 8, Jordan Clarkson.
Oh, Ben Simmons. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Rudy Gay. Mitchell. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw.
Utah. Substitutions.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Jazz have the ball. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first round NBA playoffs.
Got it.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Clarkson with the basketball. Up by 3.
I got something for him.
To Allen. Great dish to set it up. Hassan Whiteside. 3 for 4. Good start. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Sixers have the basketball. To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from long range. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. The follow won't go either. Gets to the basket and scores.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Clarkson with the basketball. He'll run the offense. From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, still no good.
And the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
To Joe Ingles. Whiteside. Offensive board. Joel Embiid knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. He was hacked. They let it go. Here's Simmons with it up top. They trail by 2. To Tobias Harris. Slam dunk. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Ben Simmons swats it. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Thabo Sefolosha at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. To Tobias Harris from long range. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Whiteside. Rudy Gobert returns last year. The Jazz go on their run. Jay, how reliant is Utah on the Frenchman?
I would say pretty heavily, considering he's the reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year. This team has to win it on the defensive end. That is the mentality of the Utah Jazz.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. Grayson Allen. 5 to shoot for Utah. Trying to cash in. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill and you still knocked it down.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The 76ers have the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They play with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Nothing going here on that drive. Count the bucket for 2.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Clarkson to Gobert. Rudy Gobert. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
To Seth Curry. To Clarkson. The pass set it all up.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Clarkson to Gobert. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Rudy Gobert at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. And he missed the free throw. To Danny Green. Fires the three. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one goes down.
Good shot.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Shot, bro.
Jay, 48 wins for Utah last year. Good for 5th in the West. What's the forecast now?
I know Jazz fans may hate me on this one, but they'll be 5th or worse. And the reason why I'm saying this is that every team above them has 2 superstars or more. Who is going to be that second superstar to go along with Donovan Mitchell is a big-time question for Quin Snyder.
Shot by Clarkson, off the mark. To Seth Curry. Fires the 3. Not that time.
I'm here. I got ball.
Joe Ingles to Gobert.
Hi, I
Over the
have a
right
question.
side.
Which basketball derby is crazier in terms of
Joe
crowd
Ingles.
encouragement?
They get it
The
down to
Belgrade
Gobert.
derby in
And
Serbia
look
or
out.
Athens in
The true
Greece?
measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Mitchell with the basketball. Leads 3. And finishes strong.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Danny Green with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. 3-pointer and now a free throw on the trip. Mitchell with it up top. Leads just a point. To Rudy Gay. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Not today. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Donovan Mitchell trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw good by Mitchell. A 3-point play, and the Jazz extend the lead. To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Rudy Gobert pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Cephalosha against Tolliver. Knocks it down off the step back.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Hey fans, have you seen the latest items in our silent auction? Have a look for yourself at the
New blood coming in for both sides.
Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
To Simmons.
Stepping in,
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Conley into the front court. His team on top by 8.
Here coming left.
Goes to the right side. Rudy Gay to Conley. Goes to the left side.
Shot.
That's no good.
Show me something better than that, baby. This game's not.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Up 6 to Gobert. It was right there. Simmons. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Hassan Whiteside. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Rudy Gay. Huge block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Tobias Harris. For 3.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And hits the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw.
Just like practice.
No good. Made the first 2, missed the last. Conley into the front court. Up by 6. To Whiteside. Here comes the screen. Rudy Gay to Conley. The drive, right to the back.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Rises for the slam.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
The assist from number 30, Rudy Gay.
Simmons with it. Now down 6. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Has a chance. And he hits.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Embiid. Beyond the arc for 3. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Hits a second. One more coming. Perfect from the line. It's all 3 of them. Utah's got it. Conley to Rudy Gay. And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Ben Simmons. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Conley to Rudy Gay. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Rudy Gay at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. And he misses that one free throw. Has a look. And a putback slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Gobert. Rudy Gay. To Conley. Trying to cash in. Mike Conley. Now 3 for 9.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Harris. For 3. Second effort. And the rebound taken in by Utah. Across the timeline, it's Conley. They lead it. 4-point game. To Rudy Gay. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Rudy Gay. Here's a chance from long range. Rudy Gay, tough shot there. No good. Simmons. Lets it fly from long range. Knocks down the first. That one won't go. One more to come. Utah ball. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
And a rim rocker, Joel Embiid.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Simmons into the front court. He'll run the offense. Off the assist.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Mitchell with the basketball. Down 2. To Whiteside. Here comes the screen. Rudy Gay. To Conley. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Conley. Textbook defense. Short jumper off the mark. Conley into the front court. They trail by 2. Nothing going here on that drive. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
To Simmons.
2 minutes.
From long range. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Lays it up and in.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Sixers control it. Simmons fires the three, smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Donovan Mitchell trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. To Simmons. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Oh, whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Donovan Mitchell, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. To Tobias Harris. Fires the three. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Conley into the front court. Up 5. Nothing going here on that drive. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Simmons with it. His guys can hold for the final shot.
Defensive foul to number 50, Mike Conley, for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Second free throw off the mark. Still one to come. Number 2. 0 for 3 from the line. Wow. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Jazz out in front.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Jazz have themselves a narrow lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Utah Jazz, the 76ers are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game track. Blocks.
After just 2 quarters, we've already seen so many blocks from each of these squads. I'm loving how aggressive the players have been on defense. What you're seeing in these highlights will make any defensive-minded coach proud, like Chuck Daly.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Up 5 seconds.
For the 76ers.
Conley to Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Got it. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Conley. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
A lot of contact, no whistle. Rudy Gay, down low, it's Mitchell. Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Whoa, what a finish. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Oh, they called the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2.
To Conley. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Gets a shot up, off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
And he connects on the first free throw. able to convert on both free throws. Mitchell with it up top. It's a 9-point lead to Rudy Gay. Can't miss those. Has a look. He's looking for that touch. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Looking to make something happen. Whiteside to Rudy Gay. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Got a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Donovan Mitchell has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Philadelphia with the basketball. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg.
And a putback slam.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
In the front court comes Simmons. The deficit now up to a dozen. Nice finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Conley. And Jay, they called the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Team foul number 4. Philadelphia 76ers are at the limit. Subbing in for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Conley to Joe Ingles. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. Simmons to Danny Green. Off the assist.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Donovan Mitchell at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Danny Green. Conley into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
He'll go to the foul line. Tumbles down. And this does not look good. Brett Brown's going to make some changes. Hope everything comes clean after the examination.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Conley into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Mitchell picked up by Tolliver. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Danny Green at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. It's Jazz ball. Add 2 points to the board.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
And the finish. Jay, it counts for 2, but that was pretty.
Ed, this is like show and tell back in kindergarten. You show the ball, and then you tell them with the easy lay.
Going back to the pre-K days, Jay. Across the timeline, it's Conley. It's an 11-point game. Not that time. To Danny Green. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Rudy Gay. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, he hits the three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Danny Green. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 43, Ersan Ilyasova. Stepping in for the 76ers, number 21, Joel Embiid.
Conley. For 3, that's off the side of the rim, short. Drive by Harris, but his shot won't go.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Into the game for Utah, number 30, Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay. It's Mike Conley with the 2.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Sixers have the basketball.
For the 76ers. Consider no pledge remarks for your next group event. Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Has a chance. Mitchell's shot comes up empty. To Danny Green. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Danny Green sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Conley into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. From the painted area, won't go down. Utah with the possession. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Driving is Green, but he can't finish.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Andre Drummond snatching it out of the air. Driving right to the basket. Andre Drummond tips it. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Up a dozen. Goes to the left side. Conley to Rudy Gay. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Mitchell's shot off the mark. To Danny Green. And the finish at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Conley into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one, count it. Two for 2 on that trip. Sixers control it. Seth Curry to Embiid. Joel Embiid. 3 for 6 now.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Rudy Gay. Conley. Five to shoot for Utah. Beyond the arc for 3. Rudy Gay, tough shot there. No good. He throws it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Andre Drummond sends it away. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Thabo Sefolosha, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Seth Curry to Embiid. Joel Embiid, 4 out of 7.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Now a steal by Philly.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
A shot at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. Jazz have the lead. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
4-3, trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Seth Curry. It goes down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Jazz have the ball. Conley to Gobert. Probing the defense. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Conley into the front court. Up by 6. Count the basket at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Nothing going here on that drive. Seth Curry to Embiid. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Up 6. Well, can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Joe Ingles. Sixers with the rebound. To Drummond. And the Jazz have it. They've cleared the rebound. Utah's got it. Grayson Allen gets it in the left corner. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Drummond. Finish that. Knocked loose. Gobert. To Allen. Shot from in close, no good. To Embiid. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Misses the first. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Conley into the front court. Up 5. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Good contest on the 3. Conley misses.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Conley into the front court. Leads 3. To Rudy Gay. Gets it in the right corner. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Utah ball. Conley. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Whiteside to Conley. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. That is great vision to set it up. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They absolutely needed that. Great job out of offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
Conley picked up by Tolliver. Short jumper misses. Harris. Great feed. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Hassan Whiteside with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Conley. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Whiteside. Oh, nice find for the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the past. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. From long range. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Thabo Sefolosha has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First try at the line, no good. Oh, he missed on a pair. Deep left corner. Fires the 3. The rebound taken by Gay. To Conley. Short jumper won't go down. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Embiid. Knocked loose. Jazz have it.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
Screen coming. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Rudy Gay to Conley. Deep two there, won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Here we go.
Rudy Gay, defended by Tolliver. Oh, they called a foul, Jay.
And you can't lunge like that.
Time to shuffle things up.
Philadelphia 76ers are at the limit. Stepping in for the Utah Jazz, number 24.
Conley to Whiteside. Trying to cash in. The shot by Gay, no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
It's Jazz ball. Conley to Rudy Gay. Could not throw it down. To Embiid. Cruises inside for two.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. All even here in the fourth. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Conley. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Knocked loose. Fires the three. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Grayson Allen to Rudy Gay. Goes to the left side. 5 to shoot for Utah. Grayson Allen to Conley. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Conley to Rudy Gay. To Conley. Can't connect. To Tobias Harris. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Conley. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He missed it. The follow won't go either. Conley into the front court. His guys down by 9. To Rudy Gay. To Joe Ingles. Screen coming. Conley. Not getting the bounce.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Embiid. In the basket, good at the rim. Conley into the front court. His team down 9.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And throws it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Wide open look won't go. Jazz will take a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Conley. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Conley to Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Seth Curry. For three. Who needs Steph? Who needs Dell when you have Seth? Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers got the win in a nail-biter. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Jazz lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Utah Jazz,
Game track. Three-point shooting.
each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course. But even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
The NBA Season 9 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22. Game 1-5 Chicago Bulls 1-1 Los Angeles Lakers 1-0-3 Final. Game 1-5 Toronto Raptors 1-1-3 Portland Trail Blazers 1-1-8 Final. Game 1-5 Houston Rockets 1-0-2 Memphis Grizzlies 1-3-6 Final. Game 1-5 Phoenix Suns 9-9 Minnesota Timberwolves 9-6 Final. Game 1-5 Miami Heat 1-0-3 Oklahoma City Thunder 9-0 Final. Game 1-5 Denver Nuggets 1-0-1 Dallas Mavericks 1-1-1 Final. Game 1-5 Orlando Magic 1-1-1 Atlanta Hawks 1-2-9 Final.